Hi, how are you? It's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we got the final ingredients that the Hermit needed to create Stitches. And he created him, and he sent him off to attack Darkshire. But the people of Darkshire defended their town, and we took him down. It was pretty fun. It's fun seeing him travel across Duskwood and rain terror on everyone. All the hardcore players were warned to keep an eye out. I should probably keep an eye out while I'm on this road as well, because you never know. Someone may finish that quest chain, and we may see Stitches just walking along the road. But today, we are going to be doing a couple of quests that we've already picked up. One called Schven's Revenge. Go to Schven's farm and find out what was buried behind the old stump. I used to work one of the farms to the southeast until dark riders from Deadwind Pass descended upon my farm and slaughtered my family when I was away. When I returned, I saw a shadowy figure skulking near my barn, burying something. He fled before I could catch him, and I couldn't linger, for I was hot on the heels of the dark riders, so I never discovered what was hidden. If you could find what that shadowy figure buried, I would be grateful. The hiding spot is behind the old stump near my barn. Okay. So it looks like we gotta go find that stump. We gave Jitter some food already, I believe. We had to return. We also picked up a book last episode that we had to return to the Stormwind Library. Also, we are going to do this Legend of Stalvan quest chain. It's pretty interesting. Travel to the Moonbrook Schoolhouse and bring back any updated information about Stalvan to Clerk Daltrey. Stalvan, eh? Let me check the town registry. Stalvan. Yeah, let's see. Ah, here we go. I have record of a Mr. Stalvan Mismantle. The last record address is the Moonbrook Schoolhouse. My talk about outdated. Do me a favor, will you, friend? If you have to go to Moonbrook, let me know if you get any update on this fellow. I like to keep my records clean. Or the records clean. So there we go. Let's finish those two quests. I think Moonbrook is in Westfall. So we will be doing a little bit of traveling today. But I don't mind that because we get to, loot some herbs. There's the tree stump over here that we're going to have to go to. And there are some Defias here. It's kind of sad that Schven lost his farm to the Defias. Alright, so let's see if we can sneak by everybody here. There's the stump. The loose mound of dirt. Let's pull him back a bit. It's funny, this guy can see us, but he won't attack. Just gonna pretend we're not here. A smart move by him. There goes Schven's Revenge. A mound of dirt is here, hastily piled up as if someone had a need of hiding something, without much time to do it. Digging through the mound, you find a small dirt-stained book. The book has no title, but it has information Schven would like to know. Bring the book to Schven. Bring the book from Schven's farm to Schven. Okay, there we go. It's an interesting name to pronounce, Schven. Doesn't really roll off the tongue very well. Well, for me. I could imagine if you have like a different dialect, it's probably a pretty easy name to pronounce. Schven. What are people pronounce it like this? Like Sven. Like no sh. It's just Sven. I think it's obviously Schven, right? It's more like an SH, like a sh. Alright, so let's go see Schven. And we will deliver this book to him. Hopefully we can get some herbs along the way. Been thinking about trying to upgrade our alchemy. I might wait till 175. And then we'll try to find a new alchemy trainer. I got a spider on us. Little brave Black Widow here.
Not enough energy. I can't do that.
I think we're okay. Should watch out fighting spiders though. Do have some good health regen though. 6 health every 5 seconds. We should be getting more than that. Yeah, we're getting like 20 health. Because of the spirit regen as well. Oh, here we are back at Raven Hill. It's weird, we gave Jitters that food and then that was kind of the end of it. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Just keeps walking around and around that little well. Alright, so we should find Sven soon. There's some Briarthorn over here. That's good. You see that? Like little eyes right there? It's kind of cool. I never noticed that. There's like little eyes in the bush. Little spooky eyes. I never noticed that in Duskwood before. Alright, so we should be pretty damn safe here. Like all the spiders are like level 19. And we're on the road to getting a higher level so we can eventually fight the elites here. Not sure what level we'll do it, but that Bride of the Embalmer quest will most likely be green by the time we give it a try. Let's go for a little sprint. Should be at Sven's camp pretty damn soon. There he is.
King's honor, friend.
Found what? Please let me see it. I wonder what the book's... if we can read the book. Can you read the book at Sven's farm? You can. The terror of these past few weeks is almost more than I can bear, yet I feel that by writing down that which I've seen, I will somehow be comforted. So I do it, and it is the only comfort I have these bleak days. It began with finding of that cursed scythe in Roland's Dune. Before the scythe, the terrors of this place seemed as tame as Northshire Valley. But ever since I found the haft of the scythe jutting from that pile of rubble in the mine and cursed me, pulled it free, Roland's Doom became a place of vile death. After the scythe was freed, they came at us from everywhere, crawling from hidden holes at our feet and dropping upon us from silent perches above. Half our men fell in those first panicked minutes. The rest, including myself, tried to flee. As I ran, I saw so many of my brothers taken by tooth and claw, heard so many screams cut short or gurgle into silence. I can only guess why I survived that night. I have always been cautious, always quick to flinch from jabs, and leap free from pitfalls. My nickname comes from this trait. That's a good clue right there. So perhaps it was just that knack for caution that saved me. Or maybe it was the scythe I pulled from the rubble. It cannot be the scythe itself, for I lost it during my frantic flight. But if it was I who brought the worgen to Duskwood, then perhaps the worgen afforded me a rare courtesy. Curse them. After surviving the flight from Roland's Doom, I hid within a barn owned by a man named Sven. I spent a few days in the barn. Such horror lingered with me that I never once made myself known to Sven or his family. But from what I saw from my hiding place, I knew these farmers were quite ancient folk. Had I stepped from my concealment, I think they would have taken me in, but trust is hard for me. Harder still after that shock in the mine, so I remained hidden. The rest of the book is blank. Okay.
Light be with you.
So that gives Sven a little bit of a clue about what happened to his family and that, or who the guy was that was hidden in the shadows. You found what? Please let me see it. Sven reads the book pages and slams it shut. That shadowy figure I saw was a witness to my family's death. There are questions I'd like to ask that man. If only I knew who he was. I must know who that skulker in the shadows I saw that night my family was killed. Please, 007, you have shown your resourcefulness. Please find that shadowy figure. I must learn what secrets he holds. I do not have the clues that you do not already know. But here, take up the book you found at my farm. Perhaps some of the townsfolk can link this book with its owner.
For the Alliance.
Well, I wonder if you guys can find out who it is. It does give you a pretty good clue. I've always been cautious, always quick to flinch from jabs, and leap free from pitfalls. My nickname comes from this trait. So that gives you a good idea of who that is. I'm not going to ruin it. I already know who it is because I've done the quest, but I'm not going to ruin it for anybody. Eventually we will find out. But we have to go back to Darkshire to do that. But before we do that, we're going to head out here, and we're going to head over to Moonbrook. It's going to be the plan today. Probably go to Sentinel Hill quick, though, and sell some junk. For a pretty high level for this area. So we should be pretty damn safe. But yeah, it's a cool story. They really put a lot of work into the Duskwood quests. It's one thing I enjoyed about like old school WoWs is the books that you would get. That's something that WoW's kind of lost over time. They don't really do any of these like, here's a book. Because, you know, a book can really expand a story. And I wish they did that more with quests.
Need something?
They kind of, I don't know, questing kind of just got pushed to the side over time. The game became all about endgame. The cool thing is, there's a lot of MMOs that are supposedly like focused on good storytelling, and supposedly Final Fantasy is one of them. I haven't checked that game out yet, but I hope to one day when the time comes. Not sure if we have anything else to sell. We have a couple of lean wolf flanks, mutton chops, food that we can just eat. To translate a letter from the embalmer.
See you around.
Can't sell that though. It would be cool if they had like a historian, where you could sell these in the game, like a historian in a main city. And you can sell these books, so... Or you can just give them. And then they can be held for people to walk in and just, you know, read about the history of WoW. Alright, so off we go to Moonbrook. And we are looking for... looking for updated information about Stalvin. And we are looking for the Moonbrook Schoolhouse. Remember this place being pretty dangerous. Last time I was here, I was pretty worried I was going to die. But we survived. We're much higher level now, though, than when we were last here. So what would the schoolhouse look like? I don't think this would be it. This kind of looks like a chapel. This might be the schoolhouse. Pretty big place. We'll go inside here, though. See what's going on. There's probably some device in here. No device at all. Box of assorted parts. There's also a vendor in this town. Sells some cool stuff. Maybe we'll go check them out. Yeah, they're like level 14. Wow, we haven't been here. This is a long time ago. You guys are level 13. It's been that long since we've been back in Westfall. Here's the entrance to Dead Mines right here. So I think this is the schoolhouse. Right here. This should probably be it. Kind of has like a tavern vibe to it, though. Where's the vendor here? There's a vendor right here, yeah. Defiance Profiteer.
Hey there.
Hey there. Stable boots. Pretty good armor here, too, if you're looking for leather gear. These 5 Agi boots are pretty damn good, but the ones we have now are, say, are better. Guess we'll sell these bolts and this coarse blasting powder we picked up.
Have a good one.
This doesn't really look like a schoolhouse to me. A lot of bones. Yeah, it's clearly a tavern. So we'll make our way out of here. At least we got to go see the vendor. Pretty dangerous place to run into if you're a low level. You can get beat up by these defies pretty damn quick. I'm just wondering, like, what would the schoolhouse be? Would this be it? I think it would be kind of big. Barrel of milk. We're just looking for anything we can find. It's probably not the schoolhouse. Wonder if they have like a little clue to tell you like what's the schoolhouse is. Clearly that's not it. That's a place where they, you know, the blacksmiths would hang out. Maybe this is it. Maybe it's like a little house, little schoolhouse. Doesn't seem to be much in here either. Let's head over to this house. Oh, Defias Looter in here. It's a nice place. It's probably the best furnished place in the entire town of Moonbrook. Looks like a little alchemist spot.
Enough energy. Ability isn't ready yet.
Yeah, I'm a little lost. Little bit lost. It's clearly not in here. This is like a special house. We'll check this area. Not much going on here. We got the tavern, we got the town hall. Went to this house, not much going on. This is kind of like a farmer's house. They got a little barn at the side. Maybe this is the schoolhouse right here. This last place we haven't been to. It's also furnished pretty damn well. And it has a chest. A lot of junk in the chest. Not too sure where we need to go here. What does this say? Westfall. With a skull and a knife in it. Little carriage. This could be a schoolhouse. You know, this is where they teach, and teacher sits right up here. Could have just, yeah, they're old footlocker. There we go. The old footlocker creaks open. Find dusty unsigned letter in the old footlocker. Take the dusty unsigned letter to clerk. Forlorn spirit. Foil not in the matters of the past, 007. All attributes reduced by 5. The curse of Stalvan. Well, that was interesting. Let's check out this letter. To the Honorable Headmaster Krillian, my former master, I write to you so that you might know what your apprentice has been doing of late. Paying heed to your advice, I sought to build my knowledge and wisdom through travel outside the gates of our beloved Stormwind. My journey took me to many places, but I have decided to take up residence here in the lovely town of Moonbrook. The surrounding fields of Westfall are most beautiful as the harvest approaches. Within just a few days of my visit, I found myself tutoring the local children from the nearby farmlands. The lessons went so well that the former mayor commissioned me to run a school, and construction has begun on a brand new schoolhouse. From Silverpine to Stormwind, and now Moonbrook. Who would have guessed I would see so much of Azeroth? Warm regards, Stalvan Mistmantle. Alright, so he has a Silverpine Forest, Stormwind, and Moonbrook schoolhouse going on. And, looks like the Defias ruined his Moonbrook schoolhouse. in Silver Pine Forest. I believe that is over here. His schoolhouse here would be probably overtaken by the undead, which is too bad. And probably the only schoolhouse that would have worked out is the one in Stormwind.
It's too far away.
Alright, so there we go. We got a lot of Briarthorn today, so I guess we'll head back to Darkshire. And we will deliver these quests. Still have this crappy debuff on us. Pretty bad debuff to have as a hardcore player. Not sure if I want to keep doing the quest, but we'll keep going.
Good day to you.
I remember you. You're the one who was asking about Stalvan, fellow. You ever find out what you were looking for? Interesting. So the chap did spend some time in Moonbrook after all. It is rather odd the letter never got delivered. Nonetheless, I shall update the registry. Oh my. Must have missed this the first time. In the registry, right beneath the first address of Stalvan, there's another one listed, only partially scratched out. Looks like he was heading to the Lion's Pride Inn over in Goldshire. Might want to check there, 007.
Have a good one.
Alright, so he's telling us to go to Goldshire. The good thing about that is we can eventually go to Stormwind from there. Also turn in this quest as well. Talk to Madame Eva.
Need help?
If you have something that belongs to the shadowy figure for whom you seek, then let me see it. May be able to divine something of its owner. Someone handled this book recently, someone who is driven by revenge. But the impressions left on it, at least the impressions from the original owner, are faint. I can tell, however, that the original owner of this book is not a native of Darkshire. Here's your book bag, 007, and I bid you fortune with your search. If you ask others in town, perhaps they can offer you more clues, and here is one more for you. Although the author of this book is a stranger to Darkshire, the book itself was purchased here. See if other townsfolk have clues about the
Light
shadowy
bless
figure.
you.
So I guess we'll continue to find out clues here. Go to the Clerk Daltrey.
Need something?
Seems to know a lot. Sometimes I sell blank books to scholars and mages, or to anyone who wants to keep a journal. I remember, well, everyone to whom I sold a book within the last few months. Ah, yes, I sold this book a month ago to a shady person. He didn't tell me his name, but he was a bit nervous, jittery chap, always looking over his shoulder. I hope that helps you. Here's your book, and good luck with your inquiries. You might want to expand your search to the inn. If the person whom you seek spent time in town, then the chances are someone saw him there.
See you later.
Alright, off to the inn we go.
Can I help you?
Scarlet Raven doesn't see the business it used to, but we still do get travelers passing through. If you can describe the person you were looking for, maybe I'll remember him. Oh yeah, I remember this book. Its owner rented a room a few days ago and spent his nights at the bar writing. He left town in a hurry, muttering about being haunted by something. Last I saw him, he was heading west out of town, looking for a new spot to hide. First place he'd find to the west is Raven Hill. Good luck, 007. I hope you find the chap, and I hope you find him alive. He's left the safety of Darkshire, then he could be prey to the beasts of the wilds. Alright, so I think that gives you guys a pretty good idea of who that is. But we won't be seeing him in this episode. Probably go and check on him next episode. That is the end of this episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.